Alright, here we are at Portsmouth, New Hampshire Airport. Just loaded up the plane with some computers using NeoFly to have to fly a cargo of computers down to Nashua, New Hampshire. And this is a map and the top-down view of where we're going. You can see up in the upper right-hand corner where it says KPSM, that's our location. In the lower left-hand corner is Nashua New Airport KASH, which is where we're flying to, and that is a heading of 255 degrees. So let's get the plane set up next. Alright, let me get the plane set up for our flight. First off, we want to dial in our heading, which was 255 degrees. You can see this knob turning, little blue indicator. That's called the heading bug. We're turning to 255 degrees. We're going to be flying at an altitude. We're going to be flying at an altitude of 3,500 feet. Just setting up in the top there, you can see that changing up there. 32, 33, 35, that's our altitude. And we are going to set our flight level change speed to 95 knots, which is the fastest rate of climb for this particular airplane, which is a Cessna Caravan 208 series. Alright, that's all set. So that's all set to go. And we're just about ready to take off. You go outside here so you can see me. I'll set one notch of flaps. Zoom in so you can see the flaps coming down. Notch of flaps is in. And we're ready to go. Parking brake off. And now the parking brake's off. Let's try to keep it centered here on the runway. Alright, full throttle. Ooh, strong wind pushing us sideways here.
Enjoy your personal flight, pilot. You can search for more jobs after you land.
Steer to the left here. Turning left to that heading that we set. And it's just about right. Put the flaps up. Flaps are up. Get up some speed here. Pull those up. Climbing to 3,500 feet. All right. Once the plane settles down, I'm going to turn on the autopilot. See AP come on right here when I start. Well, there's AP. I'm letting go of the yoke. The plane is on autopilot, so it'll follow whatever I set it. I've set it to heading. 255 degrees, flight level change speed of 95 knots, which it'll maintain until it gets to 3,500 feet, and then I've got the throttle on full. The speed will increase to whatever speed it can maintain with full throttle.
Cessna 05 Delta leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Okay, air traffic control wants us to change frequencies.
Tower Cessna Bravo Oscar Sierra 05 Delta frequency change. Austin approach Cessna Bravo Oscar Sierra 05 Delta is type Cessna Caravan 4 miles southwest of Pease 2,700 feet. Request flight following.
Cessna Bravo Oscar Sierra 05 Delta Boston approach. Squawk 0716.
Okay, squawk 0146, do that.
Squawk 0716 Cessna 05 Delta.
Cessna 05 Delta radar contact 5 miles southwest of Keys 3,500 feet. Altimeter tree 0.02.
Alright.
Beechcraft tree 4 Foxtrot contact Boston approach on 127.35. Good day.
Alrighty, we're on our way. And looks like we're icing up a little.
127.35 Beechcraft tree 4 Foxtrot.
Look at that. See some ice forming on the windshield there. Turn on the windshield defroster here. Hold it down. Heat up the windshield. The ice will be gone. By the way, I'm flying in real weather conditions. The real weather conditions. Today is Sunday. It's 10 a.m. And this is the actual weather. So I'm looking at my...
Cessna 05 Delta, acknowledge last transmission.
Air traffic control.
Roger Cessna 05 Delta.
I just had to acknowledge her. There we go.
Boston approach Airbus November 19073.
Actually, I'm going to shut off air
Passing
traffic control
5,900
for a
feet,
while.
descending
Until we get
3,000 feet.
closer. I'm going to change the radio
Airbus
frequency.
November 19007 tree Boston approach altimeter
to
30.02
different radio
radar con.
Push that. There we go. I just changed the radio frequency to some frequency that's not being used, so I won't have to listen to air traffic control. I'll contact them again when we get closer to Nashua, New Hampshire. So, getting back to navigation here. Let's look out the front of the plane, and I'm looking at this chart here. And, locating where we are on the chart. Okay. All right, I'm looking at my chart here, and you can see these group of ponds here, up almost in the center of the screen. Once we get past those a ways, we're about halfway to Nashua, New Hampshire. Let's just look around a little bit. Flying below the clouds, so we can fly. We're flying VFR conditions, visual flight rules. Just looking at the primary flight display, you can see the HDG up at the top of the display. It says we're in the heading mode. AP means the autopilot is on. Our current altitude is 3,500 feet, which is what we set. So the plane is in autopilot, and if we look over here, right in the middle of the screen there, you can see with a 15 and a 14. 14 with an arrow up and 15 with an arrow to the left. That means we have a wind from the right pushing us left, 15 knots, and we have a 13 knot tailwind. So our airspeed is 166 knots. We go over here, we can look at our multifunction display. Right up here you can see our ground speed is 185 knots. That's because we have a 13 knot tailwind, which means we're going faster than the indicated airspeed. Looking out the co-pilot window, I can see we're passing the airport. So we're going to have, we should have come down quite a while ago, but no problem. We'll start down now. There's Nashua Airport off to our right. Turning off the autopilot. Putting back on the throttle. Away. And we'll start on down. See, there's a little bit of ice on the windshield. Oh. Too fast. Use up slower speed now. They were coming down rapidly. I'm going to get parallel to the runway. Time to contact air traffic control.
Nashua Tower, Cessna Bravo Oscar Sierra 05 Delta is 1 miles east 1,500 feet with whiskey to land.
Cessna Bravo Oscar Sierra 05 Delta Nashua Tower. Altimeter tree 0.04 wind 004 at 10. Enter left downwind runway tree 2. Cessna 69er 1 contact Boston departure on 124.9er. Good day.
Fly left downwind runway tree 2 Cessna 05 Delta.
Supposed to fly left downwind runway 32. Look, there's
Going
a plane.
to 124.9er Cessna
Plane taking
69er
off
1.
over here. Looks like a jet. He told us to fly runway 32. Left hand, he wanted me to take a left hand traffic pattern approach runway 32, so I'm turning to do what he said. See, there's the runway. So we want to coming around here. Alright, the runway should be off to our left.
Cessna 05 Delta wind 004 at 10. Cleared to land runway tree 2.
Alright, we're cleared to land runway 12.
Cleared to land runway tree 2 Cessna 05 Delta.
I think 32. Alright, we're a little high here, a little fast. Slow it down. Put in 1 notch of flaps. There's the runway over there. There's the threshold. It's at a 45-degree angle. Slow the plane down some more. We're at 1,600 feet. The altitude of the runway is about 200 feet. So we're about 1,000 feet above the ground right now. Making my turn to base leg. Putting in another notch of flaps. Continuing on down, 80 knots, a little fast, slow it down a little. Full flaps, turning to final. see the airport. What do we do? Maybe I turned too quickly. A little low here. Ugh, not doing very good here. And that looks like Route 3. Oh, look at the size of Route 3. Yeah? Oh, there's the airport. Yeah, my base leg. I'm on the base leg now. I'm turned to full flaps. Thought it was closer to the airport when I started my turn, but I wasn't. All right, we're at 1,000, back up to 1,000 feet. There's the airport right there. Continue on down now. Now we're looking good. We're looking all right here. On the base leg, we're down to 1,000 feet. About 600 feet off the ground right now. No, about 800 feet off the ground right now. Continuing on down. About 80 knots. It's a good speed for landing. Down to 850 feet. Turning to final. I've got full flaps in. All right, looking good, looking good. Glide slope is good.
500.
If you look at the runway, you'll see some white to the left of the runway. You'll see some white and red lights. Those are called VASI lights. Those indicate your glide slope. If you see all red, you're too low. I just came a little too low. If you see white and red, like it is right now, you're on the correct glide slope. It means you're coming down at the correct angle. Oh, getting a little low again. I'll hold the nose up a little. Still a little low. The nose up, increase the speed. Getting a little too slow. Down too fast. There we go. White and red. White and red. That's what we want. Right? Looking really good now. Looking good. By the way, if I don't land nice and gently, I damage the plane, which costs me money in NeoFly. And if I crashed, I'd lose the plane and my cargo, which I paid for. I have to try and land as gently as possible. All right, cutting the throttle now, almost down to nothing. Coming down. Glide slope looks good. And flare, I'm going to flare the plane. It means hold the nose off the runway for a gentle landing.
Nice landing, pilot.
Nice landing, she says. All right.
Transfer
Wind.
from dispatch.
Cessna
Clear the
05, Delta
runway and
contact
taxi
ground
to
on
parking.
121.8.
All right, we're down. Down, down. Put the flaps back up. Go park.
Cessna 05, Delta, did you hear my last transmission?
One two 1.8 Cessna 05 Delta. Goodbye.
God, there's an awful strong wind. Look at the windsock. Stop right here so we can look at this windsock. Look at how it's almost straight out. It means there's a strong wind. It's at least 20 knots. Each one of those colors means 10 knots. I think this is where we're supposed to go. I'm not sure. Yep, there we are. There's a guy telling us where to, guiding us in. Okay, we're here. Shut the plane down.
Everything is on board.
Alright, so they're unloading the cargo now. And I can collect my money from NeoFly.